Nuke, map 2, final series, and EG has the guys at the desk have covered. They are poised to pick up the 2-0 here. They're on the ropes after their fluff of their lines at the start of their road to Rio. They cannot afford to concede another game. Gen.G, they lost to Cloud9 on this map. EG, they've lost to Cloud9 too. But this game determines whether or not they can stay competitive on the road to Rio for their region. So a whole lot on the line. Gen.G stand up against them. Looking to take us to 3.
EG will have a smoke and a Molotov. Stanislaw, the only player with armor here, and they've got very close to main entrance. A pounce is coming in the upper bomb site any second now. And they've got no one really up there, just some towards heaven. They've pushed trophy room.
This is a counter strat. There's no way this isn't a counter strat. You're not walking around the corner into main with a Molotov in your hand.
Yeah, sure. And Bentet's push lobby. Daps, however, catching Ethan, and oh dear. The trap has been sprung. They push straight through trophy room and into the meat grinder. Daps, he picks up another triple kill on the pistol.
Well, there we have it. Back-to-back pistol victories here for Gen.G to kick things off. We are going to have a very clean sweep. They didn't give a single kill. Now, that is very rare. A 5-on-5 post-plant retake for the CT side almost certainly goes against them most of the time, but this is fantastic effort. We do see Dabs and Co mowing them down here, so great success for the bomb plant. It suggests we will see AK-47s in round number 2, which we absolutely will. Breezy and Tarek to wield them so far. We've got Cirque on the scout as well. Ethan and Stan will be down to the Desert Eagles. So, no kills found. Very odd, but a chance to bounce back.
Yeah, if it was a counter-strat, like I was shouting from the rooftops just there, you would expect them to know that a lobby crunch could have been on the cards. Unfortunately, not the case there for EG, as Cirque will be greeted by a grenade as he wants to dance around yard with this scout in hand. Breeze is also going to take a bit of damage with that AK-47, and, well, there's the opening right there. Automatic will strike first blood in round number 2.
So, just a couple of smokes and flashes remain. They go towards ramp. And looking at the setup here, Som will have to find just a 1 kill and drop down. Shouldn't be too much to handle. There's just first and second, not bad. 4 versus 2 now. So they started off with a 5 versus 2 technically. We'll see if Evil Geniuses can even get the bomb down at this point, Chad.
This is the 2 you want alive here, though, Alex. Breeze and Ethan, we've seen them do some absolutely dirty things before, I got a feeling.
Okay, well, let's see what they're capable of. Down 2v4, plenty of rifles, 3 to be precise for this retake.
Once the bomb goes down, though, Alex, their chances of winning goes up exponentially. We will see them actually at the double doors, 4 men crowded around it. And you can see now, Ethan knows he has to fight. Going for the headshots here. Daps will be dropped first, and this is where the covering fire can come in. The tag team, duo of Ethan and Breezy, might have done enough here, as we'll see them now. Tuck, tail, low HP, just trying to fend them off the best they can. A smoke available over the CT side. It goes down to the 2 versus 1, but Breezy, he'll pull one back here. Drops a flashbang as well. It looks like it could be enough at this point, but the awkward plan might be his undoing.
Yeah, the smoke's not great, and he catches him over it. 4 kills. Breezy, we talk about skill ceiling. Well, he's broken it real early.
That's not bad at all.
2v5?
2v5 technically. So it was
like
Som.
an immediate trade on Som.
Exactly. He got the first 2 kills. So technically a 5 versus 2 to kick things off, but still, that was actually very impressive from Ethan and Breezy. The star players arrive on cue. We are going to have a force and response, though. This one not as potent as likes of Inferno. The choke points aren't as tight. You can go towards outside and normally have your way with them. And we'll see if that's going to be the case. Automatic, though, looked pretty sharp with the scout so far. He'll be defending any outside pressure.
Yeah, he might feel a little hard done by after finding that opening frag onto Cirque. Felt like he definitely contributed in sufficient capacity.
You should have done enough in a 2. Ethan didn't even have armor in that round, right? So
yeah, Breezy was hitting everything.
Sure, but it's one of those situations that if you are Gen.G, you are very disappointed you are unable to convert that one right here. The fact you get another crack with the Force Spies, we've seen them actually be more potent with the Force Spies than the gun rounds, so maybe it's better with pistols in hand, but it's only a matter of time until Kusta will get flushed out of his up forward position. And things are looking good right here for EG as they are definitely crossing their T's, dotting their I's, using their smokes to force out some rotations. That's going to force these pistols to scamper away from the top side.
Oh, the CZs are designed to have explosive potential, though. Towards ramp we go, and they seem to be aware of Som's position. There's Bentec got a push. Not exactly a Nuke veteran. Only played the map in his entire career 12 times. And he actually steps up here. Takes a lot of damage, didn't grab the AK-47, but he's got a kill, maybe a second, but it will be this wide swing. Ethan grabs himself a couple. The bomb will be planted. They got smoke down towards main, and Som, he's coming in from the ramp room. Low HP on Ethan and Stan, but might just be worth saving the armor, Scout, and CZ at this point.
Here's the biggest problem. This is a CT-sided map. You won the pistol, so you're setting yourself up for you know, a massive haul, and then you lose the force buy and you get the $1,400 loss bonus, and now you're in a pit of despair.
And you force ball.
Just to go into the details of that, if you obviously win the pistol round and you go forward and then lose the follow-up, you don't get the new bonus now of this system, where it's $1,900 after losing the pistol, right? So it's actually more detrimental to win the pistol, lose the follow-up second, and a couple of kills from Daps here. Does make the round more compelling. Yes, he gets another. He probably gets all of them.
Oh, well, that's something. AKs for anyone. He does manage to find at least one for himself. Can he shoot it? Oh,
the problem is that it would have been a ton of money, generally speaking, the CZ and the kill rewards. He barely gets any more money than his teammates. So it's not like he gets a big haul.
It's not like 3, 6, 9, 20. There's 1,200 he could have got.
Nothing like that. So, yeah, had it been the 5-7, he would have found a load of cash there. But doesn't work out the CZ. I think that could be changed by now. It's not like the CZ is broken at this stage or gets multiple frags too often.
Yeah, I would even argue that the AWP, right? People think that it's I think it's the highest skill ceiling weapon, the AWP, right? To use it as efficiently as a Kenny S, for example,
sure,
right? And if Kenny could get an ace, and he would only get $500, which is like, what are we doing here?
You're a burden to your team immediately.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough one, but I think that AK getting picked up has forced Gen.G to go into a buy here. We know that EG's buy has to be a little bit lower because of all those weapons getting taken away. You can see no utility on Cirque. Stan has himself a Khalil. There's only one Molotov on the board, so this is a good call from Gen.G to go for the buy here. They're able to scrape together something that is very respectable.
Okay. This is where I'd expect something a bit more set-piece based from EG, considering their money did get a little bit bruised in the previous round, but it's not like Gen.G's is much better. Scouts, UMPs, CZs, they've fully invested here. This is the power of allowing them to save a couple of weapons at this point. They get tempted to bring in the force buy with that saved AK, and you can see it's still not looking great. They lose this round, it's going to be 3-1 down with a full eco out of them.
Yeah, they were preparing for a lobby crunch. You could see they were making preparations in case it came in. Breezy's still paranoid about the trophy push. Cirque going up the ladder after initially positioning himself to hold the lobby crunch. But after defending it, it seems that their intentions are outside. So late outside smokes after ensuring no early aggressive push. It makes a whole lot of sense. You can see the cogs whirring in the Stanislaw machine. Leading from the front. Koos is in warehouse, so he's not going to hit anything unless they start stepping down secret, which they likely will. Just throwing it on the fly and walking.
Well, this is looking very promising. 4 players now, actually all 5, have gone down towards secret. No one challenging. There's only going to be Som with a little UMP, the pea shooter, we call it.
The little, it's just so, it's
it's not going to be a fun time for him.
We saw Som overextend here a lot when we were watching them go against Cloud9, right? He felt like he had to do a lot more than he did. And when that happened, he was giving up some clear real estate, but here he gives it a crack. The pea shooter, well, it's shooting something a little bit more dangerous than peas. He grabs 1.5 kills there.
Yeah, the corn shooter, I think. A little more stability.
Yeah, but they still got pretty decent lower control. Automatic, sure, there's a window of opportunity, but he'd have to smash through it. It's going to be a 4-on-4. The bomb planted. The chances of EG winning this round have just gone up tenfold.
They have to save.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean,
I didn't want to say it.
Automatic gets something, but they've already lost Koos, so that was a rifle. A great shot. But
he does well with the scout, doesn't he?
Yeah. Not going to be much more for Automatic, unfortunately. If he goes any further, he will be met by Breezy, and yeah, tip of his head visible before Automatic could even pull the trigger.
Here's the problem that Henry was talking about now. Look at the money on the CT side. So that pit, that hole that I was saying was bad is just gotten 10 times worse.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the nightmare now because not only are you on your opponent's map pick, they've picked up yours already. They're on the T side. They've got a perfect lead here after losing the pistol. Everything they could have asked for in terms of the perfect start has come to fruition, right? So yeah, ideally you'd like to win the pistol, but it's even better to win the second round after conceding it because the money is just in an irreparable state now for Gen.G. We're going to have no armor, some upgraded pistols, and a little bit late for this nade attack outside. I say attack, it's just going to be one grenade. It's thrown, doesn't do much, and we're going to see Stanislaw presumably farm a few more. Want to make sure they hold on to this AK-47, and it looks like that's going to be no problem at all. Cirque will make light work of Ben-Tap. Same story for Som, and Daps will find at least one kill, but they know exactly where he is. As he picks up the AK, it's still going to be ending in a logical conclusion there. Cirque with 3-4-1 in total, and Gen.G do have cash once again. So
in case you want to know the score in the game that's on that B stream right now, don't mute. If you don't want to know it, you should mute. I'll give you 3, 2, 1. The score was 16-13 in favor of the 100 Thieves. They brought it back on their T side.
Nice.
Damn.
A good game from Gratis Faction.
If 100 Thieves win, Gen.G could still take the top spot.
That's pretty nice.
That would, of course, require a Gen.G win.
Yes.
Now, statistically, not looking particularly likely here, but they have got Event Dive going down already. Look at Stanislaw. Only man down, no, only man anywhere near it. They're going for a ramp crunch with his presence in vents. This could be a potent mix. But Automatic has already found one, and Som tested. He gets the first. Breezy now towards the lower side. Automatic fallen off. Doesn't want to take that fight with Cirque, and a numbers advantage that I can see being pulled away from Gen.G again. Bomb's already down. Low side is EG's mistress.
And there's no kits available, Alex. You also got Automatic on this retake. This is going to be another nightmare. So they have the man advantage, but you have to remember the lower bomb side on Nuke is just a different beast compared to other maps on Counter-Strike. Good damage inflicted now by Evil Geniuses. A perfect Molotov. They can't push through that. And remember, no kits here. This might be done already. They still need to find 2 kills and get on top of that bomb. What a spot here from Breezy. They're all in toward this Deacon area. He's got an open runway to close out the round. He doesn't even know it. A shot lands from the AWP as Cirque will take Davs to 23 points of health. He just needs to watch the bomb. No one's defusing it. Call the job done as they go up 5-1 here. Automatic
does he die?
Survive. I think indeed he does. He just first touched by the blast, but he'll get out of the AWP. But EG are absolutely fine with that. 5-1 to the good on the T side now.
Max loss bonus in effect at least. That's one positive if you are a Gen.G fan right here. They get 3,400 now every single round if they continue to lose. It doesn't sound good, but it means that they can keep having buys, they can keep having half buys, they can keep being threatening to some degree. But right now with that AWP in the hands of Automatic, he needs to be the playmaker right here. And what you'd normally say to your teammates with the pistols is just stay alive. Just stay alive with those pistols, allow the AWP to work.
So, enough on the table here for Gen.G. Automatic's AWP will have to go above and beyond. 5-2 will be the start of their campaign. They didn't even force into this round. This is a partial. So trying to make the CZs and Deagles work. And if Stanislaw gets caught out, it could work out for them. We'll see. Pushing towards ramp. We've seen a lot of players do this week. Powerful position. AWP can just dissect this area and then stay posted. Looking towards that T entrance.
Slither. Visible. Automatic should catch Breezy here. The aggression is rewarded. The only weapon, but they can play around it. Look how fast they go. Suddenly the knives are out.
Here's the problem. They're going to have to go all in on this. They even have to wait for their own Molotov right now. And they're, well, taking damage. They've definitely been spotted. The rotation can come on in. Automatic's already rotated lower.
Okay, never mind. We'll slow things down. Tarek has just really decelerated this round, and Ben-Tet's looking to put his foot right back down. Full metal to the pedal, or now someone to Cirque. It puts Ethan into a real dire strait. He's got 3 to find. They've got armor and now rifles. It's still winnable, but that's the end of that. Daps will pick it up, and a heroic effort from Automatic gets the party started. It's Ben-Tet's double that confirms it.
Ben-Tet showing us some promising signs here on Nuke. Rough map from a couple of days ago, but now looking for a 5-3 situation. It might come through considering the money's not fantastic for EG. I think they're taking a partial themselves. So, indeed, Breezy will purchase the Desert Eagle. It's Tech 9s, PD50s, try and get that bomb down if possible, but it's looking very good now for Gen.G to start building some resources here. A couple of AKs available, full array of utility. They just need some spare cash, and they'll be absolutely fine. This should be a clean one. No armor at all, really, on the EG side.
Ramp push, flashing each other, descending into the crosshairs. The spray from Kusta does a lot of damage, just softens them up. Cirque's Deagle does give them some space to work, but it's not a whole lot of space. Ben-Tet wants to take it straight away from them, stops that plant in its tracks. Nice shot from Cirque, and he's going to go straight down to Kusta for his second. So Gen.G, they'll happily collect.
I was looking back at that round that they lost to the saved AWP of Automatic there, and it wasn't so much timing as it was clearly preparation from Daps and Co. They wanted to put pressure on Breeze in the squeaky door room, knowing what the strategy was most likely going to be. So Kuster and Daps, they were actually putting pressure on him, which had to force him out of that squeaky door room. But now the guns will come back out here, and well, Gen.G have a chance to build a bit of a bank right now. They've been gifted that low buy win. It's going to be a hard top. Wait, no, Stan, straight down the vent.
Oh, this is looking quite promising. He didn't take too much damage there either. So Stanislaw with a fancy footwork is certainly going to force a rotation down towards lower. But no one committing just yet. The CT's still holding towards ramp for 2 players. And what's the reaction going to be? They have sent Som down now. See if this works.
One on the fly, I guess, or... No, just gonna not throw one of the smokes and get shot. As they cross, the jewels work out for them. Stan hasn't really left vents, but just as he arrives, so does the bottle of flame.
Oh, they've shown so much presence down towards lower as well. Breezy gets the kill around. They can still go up towards the vents here. I feel like they're going towards Deacon, though, if the mini-map is led to be believed. Good stuff from Som, but it gives his position up here, so they know at least one player's towards window room. In terms of Automatic, he's towards upper main entrance here, so he could shut down his approach from Stanislaw. Who will come out on top? It will be Automatic now, 2 versus 2. Cirque and Tarek, 45 seconds remaining. This is a huge frag coming in, and Cirque's going to get it. Takes a lot of damage on route, and that's a nice Molotov. Means he can get a clean plant down here, and will jump into Automatic. He's actually coming from Secret. So Cirque will have the advantage here, but he's low health.
Nice camera rush. Automatic will find the chance he's looking for. They are low. He dreams of a HE, but the flashes do buy him some space, pushing in, and oh no. Tags him even lower. Cirque operating with just a fraction of health.
That was the moment for Automatic. If he gets that kill, he might have had a real chance of this one, but it's just too far gone.
Look at the off angle, they keep taking
exactly.
it.
They have no idea. And it's going to be Automatic. He knows he can't win this round. He's have to give in, save the weapon. The money's okay after winning a couple of rounds in a row there, so they're absolutely fine in that regard, but it is going to be 6-3 in favor of Evil Geniuses.
And boys, we're about to jump into Skybox here, and I want to show you why the combo of getting Stan down vent with having that outside rotation is so potent. So you can see Stan in the vent here, and you think, what does that mean? Well, it means that nobody can be rotating through that position, right? So that means that the only place to come is ramp, knowing that they are going to be coming through yard. So we'll change the camera, we'll go on up here, and what I'll show you is once he gets down the vent, once they do these smokes to cross, that means that the only avenue for them to rotate through is this ramp position. So we'll change the camera back to the lower side, and that means that they can't actually get control of this window side as easily as they would like, or as quickly, knowing Stan could already be down there. So good stuff.
Yeah. Stan getting down without taking any damage. Don't see that too often. Most teams are very well versed in denying that drop. But we will see another purchase from Gen.G. As we mentioned, their money was getting absolutely massive. But it's Automatic now, the only one of cash remaining. He's got $6,000 after saving the AWP in the previous round. And we'll see Evil Geniuses now with the smokes available. Probing towards outside. Saniso once again is trying to hug towards that main entrance, see whether he can find some wiggle room here. Got to fall back. Currently on 3 and 9 as the bomb is reclaimed. EG ran away with the first map of Train. Dumpstered them on their own map pick, and now this is theirs. T-side has looked excellent so far. Lost the pistol, still 6-3 up. Have all the advantages they could ask for here, round number 10. As Dabs will give in and drop his smoke towards Squeaky, not feeling too comfortable as the outside pressure starts to mount.
Tarek heading towards main, and the flashes from the CTs will buy some time. Still plenty of it though, 40 seconds. As he gets his way straight into main, and actually he's opened up the round. Dabs goes down. Bentet, they know he's on the rafters, and they multi-peek. Will only get the one. Now a 3v2. EG have the advantage as they Molotov him off. Recovering the AWP could be the save.
It's a huge round. They pretty much have to save it. Even though it's a 3 versus 2, which is still a viable round. They've got the AWP up again. Only a flashbang. The money's broken. Automatic can drop a weapon if they save these 2 guns and have another buy going forward. But regardless, it is Stanislaw out positioning Kuster there, and that's one of the key rifles removed. Now the buy going forward is going to be very difficult indeed, especially if they drop the AWP as well. So Automatic can drop some Deagles and some SMGs perhaps, but I don't think they should buy this one.
Can I have a bit of, can we do a fun round? Let's do a fun round.
How fun does it get?
Well, it doesn't have to go super fun, but I don't think we've thrown in too many fun rounds so far today. There's a bit of a serious tone because qualification for the playoffs is in play, but We played actually today, and this isn't anything to do with a sponsor call it or anything, but today we actually played a bunch of pugs, right? And we had the MR12.
Yeah, we did.
Which is what ESEA is doing at the moment. And I want to... Oh, wait, it's a gun.
They have force ball.
All right.
We'll
save for the fun rounds.
For now.
Yeah, put a pin in the fun rounds.
Okay, so they have force ball. I think that they have to be fair. I understand why they're doing it,
Yeah.
because they're losing so badly at this point. And it's looking likely to be a 2-0. They need to start posting some rounds. I would have liked a tactical timeout to go with it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, a bit of a discussion could be nice.
Just to relieve some of that pressure, make sure that everyone's happy and they understand their role in a compromised situation. It's looking good for Evil Geniuses in terms of the landscape of the round, but there is enough down on the table for Gen.G to make something of this.
Yeah, and here comes the first frag. Kusta, no issues. He's got a lot of steps around him, and his maneuvering is working wonders. A dink onto Breezy, finished off by his teammate. Cirque, however, very quick to equalize. So a 2v2, and Bentet's still just arriving on lobby. Look at the out positioning of Stan. He could find him here, and he does.
Wow.
Oof, that's a nasty way to go for Bentet.
So Automat is in the vents. Just to know while we're here, we've got a second to breathe. Gen.G are actually up 8-3 in opening duels right now, and they're going to be 8-3 down if they give this 2-on-1 away.
Damn, that is a stat.
Yeah.
8-3 up in opening duels.
Yes, and they're 8-3 down in terms of the overall score. So that's kind of insane.
They're also winning in multi-frags right now.
Yeah, good point.
11-9. So we obviously need to see how this round unfolds. That stat could get bolstered even more so. But that smoke is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
They've been able to use the guys that to get around to ladder.
I still believe in Automatic. He can potentially do something with this, but it's been, what, 3 instances we've seen this now where they have a chance of it, but on Nuke, the AWP is just
going lower.
Very difficult to operate with in these sort of scenarios. You don't really have the advantageous positions, especially down towards lower. There's a smoke down there, so what can you even really do? So you can see how the AWP will struggle now. So if you miss that first shot, done for. No way you can recover. So great work from Evil Geniuses. Another fantastic round for them. They'll maintain the maximum loss bonus on the CT side. They're 8 rounds now on their map pick. On the T side, And now they've got broken money as well. It's partial by territory. This one could be done already.
You say that, Henry, but the only rounds that Gen.G have really won so far in this series feel like they have been low by rounds.
Yeah.
So going into this, I'm a little bit more confident than I would be, and that seems counterintuitive, but it's because I think when they have the pistols, they take matters into their own hands a little bit, and the game gets much more scrappy, right? Around these smokes, the CZs, they want to play. The Deagles, if they can rattle off a shot, they start to get exciting, and, well, aggressive towards Yard early here. So if they can pick off this straggler who's dealing with the push, they might be able to find themselves an AK-47. Stan's the man tasked with the job here. And when you know you're going up against pistols, the round can play out a little bit differently. And there's the start. That's that AK-47 drop. No trade potential, and Kusta gets away.
Nine opening duels now for Gen.G, and Som's just beheaded Breezy. Moments ago, he was taking the piss with his jiggle peaks, and now he's dead. You said you had a misplaced faith. It doesn't seem all too misplaced now. Ethan, likely to get swung on here. Automatic could not have any better of an off angle by the door. It's a dream run. They'll even recover 1, 2, and 3 rifles. They'll added to the mix.
Well, that's just what the doctor ordered. Maybe there's a few more rounds to be found off the back of this one. AK-47's picked up or found as well. Money back on track, and Evil Geniuses will be fine at that as well. They've already got 8 rounds on their T side. But some signs of life here from the likes of Gen.G. Kusta, especially, who's had a rough time in this best of 3 so far. Som holds his nerve towards the ramp, and Automatic makes light work of them at the squeaky door here. Fantastic work, and they've got the AWP out once more.
Oh no, if EG lose this one after investing with low money on a bunch of players, that means we could be looking at an 8-7.5. Gen.G can still pull this one back. Cirque will find the opening. Lots of nade damage done here. Back to the secret play. This is what was working for them before, but the adjustment is 2 players to lower. Automatic's there, and he has a friend.
Wow.
Jealous.
A friend in need is a friend indeed. It's going to be Automatic. Desperate for some backup at this point. Automatic will deploy the incendiary at least. Smoke to follow. And Som now looking confident towards ramp up. It leads him to his death. 5 versus 3 on this low buy, but still the collateral comes in. That could be the difference maker, and the bomb being dropped certainly is. Blink and you miss it. The round goes 180 and falls on his ass for EG as Gen.G pick up the pieces and will be looking much more promising now.
This should be an eco, right? If
I think
EG,
so. They forced in the last.
With 2,400, right? They're probably just going to take a save right now, because with that 2,400 loss bonus, it means they'll be able to get AK-47s up at least for the final round. Oof. But after such a blistering start, we were looking at being 5-1 up. Well, Gen.G, they've been able to claw this one back. And I'm also a little bit worried. I think EG definitely need the 6. Sorry, the 9, not the 6. The 6 would be on the other side of things. I really feel like I really do, though, because I've seen their CT side get snowballed on. When they lose pistol, they will go for the force. And once that happens, it's very easy to see EG starting to lose a bunch of rounds. Smoke towards main. And into the meat grinder they go.
Yeah, good incendiary. Bentet just can't believe his luck. He gets a complete spray down. They do maybe get the plant.
Oh, this is great.
No one can contest on a full eco. They've managed to get Tarek down the vents.
Yeah, that's all they wanted out of this round, the eco. Bomb planted, $800 found. They'll be kicking themselves here because this is one of the more important plants. Final round coming up next. The money would have been pretty weak otherwise. And with the bomb down, it's actually looking pretty good for Tarek. Gonna see what else he can find. He gets an AK, that's wild.
And he gets away up the ladder. I love it.
Galaxy brain from Tarek.
Yeah.
I love that. Wow. Bomb down, survives, gets the AK, job done.
I truly think this is such an important round right here for the Gravitas, the remainder of this map of Nuke. I think that EG, they can get a little bit ahead of themselves. They're the type of team, they were coasting along, right? They were blowing them out of the water here. We want to see them make sure that they keep that intensity. Yeah. We heard from Adren yesterday, intensity was what Liquid were looking for. Well, I think that EG are in the same boat. And here we go. Let's see if they just go back to the secret wall smokes or if they go for the L frame. It looks like the L frame lineup right now.
It is indeed. We'll see whether that's going to work out for EG here. Looking for that 9th round. Shadow thinks it's important. And we've got automatic to defend once again with the AWP. He'll actually be towards heaven this time. Kusta. Here's the sound cue of the flames there. Bit of damage inflicted. And automatic now trying to find their heads. Averts his gaze. Focuses towards the garage area. And some damage inflicted towards Breezy. But he answers back in kind. Dats will be dropped as they pounce towards lower now. Remember, it's always Som that has to try and get down and defend the lower bomb site. But will he be able to do anything with this? They are right in front of him at the double doors, but he doesn't find a quick kill. And he tried to use the hole, but Ethan's going to pre-fire that, no problem. And a 5 versus 3 ensues now. Automatic give his position up. And they actually have a fighting chance, but it is now a 4-on-2. Final round, no saving here.
Wow, this is a tough one. Automatic waiting for that smoke. His teammate Bentet alongside him. The low sight of Nuke. It's just so many nooks and crannies they can just hide in and wait for you to expose yourself. I don't see a world where they can take this one. A couple of smokes to at least close in on the potential fights. There is only one now towards the doors, but Cirque's got a gap on the smoke and he's a turret. It's 9-6, EG closing in on the double digits. Will this be a 2-0? We'll have to wait and see.
But we will never know what we're after.
Greetings, folks. Gen.G, EG, map 2, Nuke. And already we've seen Automatic doing quite a shift. He's doing his very best to keep Gen.G competitive, and competitive they have been. EG, though, did find the 9th just to put the cherry on top of their T side, and now it's EG's turn to take to the defense. Let's see what Damps can do versus his old squad. GG.bet tends to believe the EG have got this one in the bag.
Well, let's have a look, shall we? It will be Gen.G now on the T side, looking to stretch their legs, show us what they're all about. Wasn't the best CT campaign for them, but certainly recoverable if they can win this pistol. They're going to have smokes, Molotovs, and upper approach looks inevitable. As Ethan will be smoked out, Circle swing towards the squeaky door, but doesn't find the quick kill until then. Bente dropped as Circle continue to apply pressure, looking for the bomb now. Automatic needs to try and survive here, which he will. Back to a 3-on-3, and Stanislaw is being surrounded. Kusta will seal the deal here. Automatic finds a penultimate frag, and Tarek surely has no chance as he limps up the ladder here. Bomb will be planted. He needs to find 3 very quick kills.
Yeah, not looking positive. He does manage to get himself down, but Kusta knocks him off his feet as they touch the ground. It's 9-7. Gen.G, they take the pistol, and just like that, you've got yourself a real easy walk in the park for round 2.
I think they might actually, okay, I was going to say, but I thought they might take a save. And the reason I wanted to start building that is because we've had Stan on the show. We've had him on the broadcast say that the CT side, they can start getting snowballed on, right? And them going for a force buy here means that unless they win this round, they're going to be going into the first gun round with low utility, low buy situation. It's a great start. It's a good opening. Okay, what?
This is fantastic. They've just basically won the round exclusively off of Ethan. And, okay, Automatic.
What?
He's just got a double. They're jumping straight onto Tarek, and he's not going to get it. I can't believe that. A triple kill from Ethan. There was so many opportunities. It looked great, but the kills just keep going in favor of Gen.G.
So he gets 3 kills of the UMP, so we'll get a load of money on top of that. So what do they want to force again, considering they got the 4 kills? You'd think this would be a guaranteed round. Not a single kill found after the 3 UMP kills, but still, Automatic working here with Som.
Why are they just pushing
to the smoke? I couldn't tell you. I think they're just trying to pounce and get stuck in with the chaos. Either way, it's going to have to be the full eco. A few PD50s at Deagle, and looks likely to be 9-9 here. Gen.G will go for the fastest they play. Knowing there's no scouts, there'll be no real firepower right here to stay together, use the buddy system, and get the job done.
Oh, we hated this yesterday against Cloud9. They were just rounding Silo and getting towards that T-Red position, absolutely mowed on down by the Cloud9 roster, but it's worked today to at least grab them some control of Yard. Bente is already, well, he was already able to get up towards that top ladder. Thinking better of it right now. We have some upgraded pistols on the side of EG, so that there is a world, but I think with this secret control already and everyone stacked over towards the top site, for them to rotate down through the vent could be a bit of a problem if they were to go through secret. They also have to deal with the potential close ranges. And now it could be too little too late. Cirque, if he was here maybe 5 or 10 seconds earlier, they might be able to get their skates on. But yeah, that frag tells them at least where they're headed, but it's too little too late.
I think you might be right. It was always going to be a difficult round with no armor or nades, but they did have some firepower here at the Deagles and P250s. But either way, Gen.G will be confirming their victory here. With the bombs planted down towards low, it's pretty much 0 chance. EG will be even finding any frags at this one. You can exit through secret. You don't need to challenge them. You don't need to find these kills if you're Gen.G at this point. You want to be building your own finances and just saving your weapons and being conservative.
So the opening kill stat line is still in Gen.G's favor. It's 11-7 at this point right here. They're giving it their best shot.
Keep those AKs on the site is the plan, and not too bad. Tarek's got another one, and 2v2. There is no time for the defuse, no kit. But yeah, that's a lot of damage they're inflicting across the board. Just Daps left holding onto his AK. He's so close to the bomb radius, he might want to find himself a little further afield, which is exactly where Breezy's waiting.
Oh, will he peek? He will! Daps did the same thing to them. Remember, he had that CZ in lobby entrance. He took away so many guns. So the financial damage done right there to Gen.G is huge on the side of EG. And the fact that they get those AK-47s and get to carry them on through.
Look at the money. They just won a round.
Yeah, now you've got some real problems on that Gen.G side of things. They might want to go for a lower buy scenario right here and do something quick. But they will prioritize the rifles.
So, Galils are out. Well, let's have the 2 big guns here, but still very effective in the right hands. We're seeing more and more of this $1,800 rifle being utilized as they go towards outside here. A very important round. If Gen.G do somehow win this one, they're on great track to actually find this second map. It'll be a 4-0. But the firepower certainly lands in favor of EG. Their money's actually pretty good as well, and they're yet to post a single round in this second half. AK's available from the previous. We'll get into the action now. Outside smokes, looking to get down secret, but the bomb's actually still towards lobby. So some working with dabs now. Still plenty of time, looking for this opening kill. Cirque launches the smoke like a hawk.
Tarek, he's the early warning system, and his incendiary will not be respected. A perfect flash gets them some control. He's playing a passive line. Cirque fires off a warning shot, but Tarek already going down. This does bode well for Gen.G.
Certainly does. Opening kill is theirs once again. They've been great at finding those, but converting the actual round itself has been a different story. Much better on the second half so far. 40 seconds here. Stan holding it towards the garage, and Som just biding his time. His teammates get control of ramp.
It should be Ethan's. That off angle is going to catch anyone. As soon as you are exposed to Ethan, you're clearing stairs. That's the plan. And, well, it works out wonderfully eventually. Som goes down and equalizes to a 4v4. But ramp was completely given up. So holding this lower site does not look like it's going to be an easy task. It's only on Ethan at this point, and they're flooding the site. One in decon as well. Bomb will not be stopped despite Cirque's attempts, and there's a lot there with the doors open. Bentet in the powerful afterplant position. It works so well for EG. I have a feeling it's going to work just as well. No, he's eating the flash. They're not ready for it, and he's got a double. Jumping to avoid Ethan's spray, but Ethan, he's got a lot to deal with now. 2 on his plate.
Oh, he does not have a kit nor utility, but he does get the first kill towards Kusa, but it's not going to be enough there. Daps just had to tickle him with the AK-47, and it's enough to win the round. Double digits as Gen.G find 4 in a row now. Bentet up high. Not the cleanest kills, but certainly made them count.
But now we need to start having that discussion, Henry, that we tend to have a lot in our pugs, but now on a professional level of you're doing so much damage round after round after round. Think about this, it's 3 rounds in a row, only 1 player has survived on this Gen.G side of things. So, well, EG, they want to take the fight to them, they want to force buy, but if you're going to buy now, you're going to invest fully like this. You need to be converting these rounds. The CT side of Nuke, I said snowbally, well, 4-0, potentially 5.
Yeah, they had that extra cash from saving the AKs before, but Cirque, he's given a couple of opportunities there. Now he's being surrounded. Needs to start landing some shots. The smoke will be delivered towards the garage here, but Dabs continues to trade. Overwhelming this outside area. It's looking very good for Gen.G until that moment. Ethan will catch one through the smoke towards garage. And we do have now a bit of a slowdown in the action. Kusta starts to make his way towards ramp, and Tarek, great spot with the MP9, but can be pre-fired. Spotted and removed.
Wow, you can't ask for more from Kusta. Ethan has been the shining light for EG, though, here on Nuke and in the previous map. Train, rather quick one in favor of EG. So this was EG's map pick.
Yeah, Cloud9 was stopping them before they were getting into Warehouse when we saw them play just the other day. EG are giving them a lot of room, and then now when we get into these 3v3 situations, EG have completely lost track of where they can be. There's too many possibilities. Could they be in the Warehouse? Could they be down secret? They've obviously got ramp control. The real estate that EG had has quickly been taken off them, and now this is looking fantastic for Gen.G. They've got enough utility to take this lower bomb site. They've got the players where they need them, and now it's just a matter of opening these doors and busting on in.
Yeah, nobody's home. Another great read. Yes, the numbers are level, but this retake's going to be an impossible one. I mean, unless Ethan can catch Kusta early, relieves a lot of pressure. They'll be clear in this corner, but make no mistake about it.
Well, it won't matter either way. It's going to be Kusa with that first kill. Back to the 2-on-2, however. Stanistor with the trade. He'll drop the incendiary down towards Shadow, but I don't think it reaches Daps.
Fluffed it.
Yeah, that's not where he wanted it to go. He wanted to dip in if possible. Knows where the final player will be at this stage, but Daps, they assume this is clear.
Oh no, did they really? Breezy does go down. Stan's only got 20 HP. Daps to clutch again against his old squad. Another 1 versus 3 for Daps, and he gets the hell out of Dodge.
Well, that was the force buy, bear in mind as well. And EG are yet to pick up a single round in this second half on the CT side of their map pick. It really has come crumbling down around them. There's still a lot of rounds to be played. Ethan managed to get the opening couple of kills there as well with the spam through his smoke, but Daps avoids death. Stanislaw didn't quite nail the incendiary, and it leads him to a victory here. Beautiful stuff. Still at 78 HP, was never really in danger of giving that one away, and they'll take their first tactical timeout.
Yeah, I really hope, Henry, that they watch the game against Cloud9 because they would see where the solution is, right? They're just playing it like it's standard. Maybe they just looked at the result and went, oh, well, if Cloud9 can beat them, then we should be able to take them handedly. But right now, EG are the ones who are up struggle street, and this is a very, very peculiar situation to find yourself in. It will just be...
I feel like it's one of those things, as soon as they just get that one round,
then it's the floodgates
they'll be
open.
okay. Yeah,
Yep.
they just, you can see the money's still so low for Gen.G. They're still operating with Galils. It's not that they've got up a huge reservoir of cash. The rounds have come down to 1v1s pretty much every time. So EG won't be like panic stations right now. As soon as they get the one round, they only need 6 more after that. And that sounds like a lot, but once they break the goose egg, I think they'll be okay. But this is all speculation. We'll see what happens. Smokes towards outside. Gen.G keep it standard. And in terms of numbers they're sending out there, it's just going to be Som again. So we've seen him work down here a few times, trying to force some rotations. Drops the Molotov to push back any potential AWPers there on the steps. But was there a gap there? Cirque doesn't seem to be reacting to it. So didn't spot Som. And he's got down for 3. But Stanislaw, aware they don't have the information, will go plug the hole. And this is looking good now for EG. In terms of their understanding and where they need to be, Stanislaw, if he hits his deagle shot, they could be onto something.
Oh, that's enough. Just a spot is enough to keep Som honest. He's going to fall on all the way back. He's done his job. He said, hello, hello, I'm down lower. Rotate some more players to deal with me, but that's a ruse. And well, Cirque, he's seen the shadow. He's seen the jump. He can call all of this information right now. They can be on high alert around towards ladder.
And Daps is trying to go silently, so he could get caught off guard, just like Tarek. The timing on that from Kusta.
That's much better, though. Cirque will swing out and find Som looking the other direction.
Dear.
The bomb goes down. 30 seconds remain here. This could be the first for EG. They've done considerable damage towards Kusta. He'll be removed, and Daps, he's clutched out twice already in this half. And I don't think he'll be delivering on this one. 3 versus 1, 20 seconds here. They got flashbang, smoke down towards Squeaky. Is the door blown out? Time will tell. He doesn't even know at this point.
Try? He doesn't know.
It's not, so he has to open it. It's called a squeaky door for a reason, and he doesn't get the quick kill. Can't plan anymore, round done. That's the first for EG. They had to fight for it, and it's the partial buy, barely even that. A few upgraded pistols that leads them to success, and their money's going to be out of control now. You cannot say the same thing for Gen.G, Chad.
Yeah, important save, though, from Daps, right? If he can drop that across and give it to Automatic, who's currently sitting on 21 kills to his name, they could potentially look a little bit deadly.
With 1,400, they're probably going to force anyway, so yeah, you might be tempted to give it to Automatic, but Daps with 16 kills himself, I don't think he's feeling like he's struggling necessarily. But let's see if they do want to go for the force. This could be the floodgates opening officially. So Gen.G will call their second tactical timeout.
Okay, makes sense. Just make sure they've got their heads screwed on tight about whether or not they want to be throwing this investment in.
They're in trouble either way.
Like their loss bonus, you can see it there, 1,900. That's not a lot of pennies.
Yeah, and I think as well, if you have that saved AK, knowing that Daps isn't going to get the, well, he didn't get the loss bonus for staying alive in that round there, give it a shot, right?
Yeah, makes sense. He's going to be on a peanuts either way.
Okay, so they have a flash. Automatic's invested in 1 flash. You've got Kusta with an AK-47. Utility being bought up and around, so it will be the force. This right here could be a crux of the game right here for Gen.G. If they lose this one and a force buy, we know that the 1,900 coming through in the following, that'll be a safe round. They get the 2,400 following that. They get some plants on it, they can stimulate the economy and push it in the right direction. But EG, they've kind of been given a chance to steal away the momentum of this game here.
Well, let's see if it works out for them. Gen.G will be avoiding that grenade, that's for sure. Doesn't quite hit the mark. So they've limped in with an AK-47, a Galil. This is a full investment, and they're trying to get towards outside again. It's not clear after whether they've made it a secret at this point. It seems to be a lot of concern going on. We'll see them actually cross over safely. And Cirque's not calling for it. So in terms of the rotations down towards lower, I've got Stanislaw. I'll go through the window room. This round has a lot attached to it.
If he gets a molly or a smoke down now, that would be perfect. He's actually jump spotting with the incendiary. He's going to throw a smoke, and that will buy him some time. Look how powerful that is. You can't do anything. Such a tight choke point, and now you've just got to respect it.
Which they will, but there's still plenty of time to do so. Stanislaw can only have 1 smoke. And this point, he's sitting in towards a vent. He could get caught with his pants down here, drops the incendiary. They're going to push through it. And the thing is, they know they can strike. He'll only be good for one. That's not quite good enough. Ethan, can he make up for it? Apparently not. It's actually looking pretty good for Gen.G. The trades they'll take all day long. It means they upgrade the pistol players to rifles and remove the defense here. Tarek, still down towards lower. And he needs to work out what the next players are going back up. Breezy can't do anything about it. They actually might win on this force buy with pistols and 2 rifles.
It's perfect. Nothing Cirque can really do. They're throwing nades in his face. Tarek's going to get caught as soon as he... Nice catch. Kusta had such an advantage there. Now a nade to soften him up. Cirque's only got the AWP though. It's really not ideal. A quick scope required and the quick scope hit. One more and oh damn.
What?
It's Som with the quad kill. It looked like it was straight between his legs.
It looked perfect from Cirque there. He manages to stay on board with the whole project as Tarek comes up the vent. He managed to get in position, bring it down to the 1 versus 1. He knew exactly where he was. Pulled the trigger on what looked to be dead on to me, but it doesn't quite hit. And we will find 12 to 10. One more buy available for Evil Geniuses here as they'll once again bring the rifles out. A couple of holes to be plugged, but this was a great play, jumping in the fence there, waiting for opportunity. And let's have a look how close his second shot was.
He's moving, I think, yeah.
Just to the right.
So a bit of a problem for Cirque and a bit of a problem for EG. They're all in spawn. Okay.
Yeah, it was a no-played round. Apparently someone's mouse just disconnected. Everyone's peripherals in professional Counter-Strike just can't stay plugged in. It's insane.
It's one of those things, you know, they have a mind of their own.
Like there I am playing 5 ESEA games without a single TeamSpeak issue or mouse unplugging. I don't know. It must be so unfortunate for these fellas.
We do. Well, actually, to be fair, we're on Rush's TeamSpeak, so you know that
stability guaranteed.
Is never going down.
His TeamSpeak's got stability 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Rush, how you doing, mate? How you finding the game?
Stability 5.
You liked that, didn't you?
Yeah,
I was just
good.
for you. I know Chad wasn't going to give me the smile I needed, but I can see you're at least grinning inside.
Is there any Minecraft tonight, Rush?
I might play a bit of Minecraft. I'm not sure what to do at the moment, though. I've kind of really done a lot of stuff. I have all my
Why don't we
netherite
play
gear.
tonight then, Rush? Have we
You
got an
wanna play
hour of
some
time?
Minecraft?
Yeah, I'm down.
You want to play Minecraft?
I made my Minecraft account when I was very young.
I
It was
can't
in
wait
the
to hear your
alpha.
name.
Do you know what my name is?
Go on.
I don't think it was ironic at the time. It's Machine Raw. That's R-A-W-R.
Oh, you
that
had an
is
A
old
in there.
school.
That is
That's
very...
throwing it right back to MySpace.
Yeah.
How's your fringe going?
Well, I did grow my hair out at the time and owned a drum kit, so...
Wow.
Oh.
You didn't play the drum kit, but you did own it.
I stood on it and took pictures.
Oh, I bet they look
you'll
nice.
find
Do we have
them.
these photos available?
I'm pretty sure they burned my retinas when I saw them. I didn't necessarily burn them.
Please tell me it was
delete.
black lipstick as well, please.
Black nail varnish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
God.
of
Bit of
course,
guy liner.
the pocket chain. You know,
Okay,
the one
nice.
that's
Oh.
like the one you put for your wallet or
With
something?
the Velcro wallet.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it was Velcro.
That's a classic.
It probably was.
Yeah.
I had like the zip wallet sometimes. That was always a good one. The Velcro always worked
That
as well.
sound just of celibacy.
Get your 50p's out. And this technical time has taken a little bit longer than we anticipated. Do you want to talk about MR12s?
Oh, yeah. MR12s was fun. We played the ESEA this weekend.
What's your take on how it impacts the economy of
I need to play a little bit more,
Yeah.
obviously, but Henry and I were talking about it. The games don't feel significantly shorter. They definitely feel shorter, but I think at the moment, Counter-Strike, a match should not take an hour. It should not take an hour to play a game of
40,
Counter-Strike.
45 minutes by the...
Yeah.
And a quote-unquote casual game of Counter-Strike,
Yeah.
and not an official on a LAN stage game of Counter-Strike. You know, playing a game with your buddies doesn't have to take an hour every time.
Yeah, so that format right there, if you want to be in for something a little bit different, it's still all the same other rules that you'd be expecting. Over time, I think they made it the sudden death situation right there. But it was a bit of fun, and we're going to get this one back underway. So thank you for bearing with us. If EG lose this round, this map's over, and we're going to the third. So that's where I'm gonna put my my chips.
You think this is going 3?
Yeah,
Well,
I do. Watch this.
Tarek, he's in a prime position and fluffs his lines a little bit there. He went off script.
Yeah, the ramp rush after the timeout as well. They weren't expecting it. They were anticipating outside smokes, a flat default, anything like that. But actually, full-on ramp rush, they got low weaponry. Makes a lot of sense. They haven't really shown any presence there whatsoever. So a godlike call from Daps there. And it's going to guarantee the round. They have to save the rifles here.
Just like that.
Was that both SMGs towards ramps? You can see why they're doing that with the boost coming forward as well. But just a perfect call. They need to hold on to these 3 rifles. This is only 1 round for EG so far.
A single CT nuke round. This is impressive from Gen.G, but also disastrous for EG.
I'm glad that for once when I painted my woes that actually come true, and that's I've only taken that out of Stan's mouth. You know, he said it can be difficult, that it's so important with the utility on a map like Nuke. He's said that to us before, and you're seeing the signs here. And that's why when we saw them go for the force buy after losing pistol, I was so skeptical. I'm like, well, if you know that's a problem, why are you going in with the same methodology every single time?
One quick, easy eco, and you've got all those nades you consider a prerequisite to success.
Even if they wanted to take 2 rounds as a save right there and let them up to 9 and then go into the first gun round with everything they needed, right? So it doesn't really matter. We're well and truly past that at this point, and Gen.G have turned this one around. So it looks like they're going to steal each other's map picks here, and we'll be potentially going to the third, which is Dust 2 waiting in the wings.
That will be a lot of fun, at least, as we'll see another gun round here for Evil Geniuses, but compromises have to be made. They've let Daps get down the vent once again. This is such a powerful spot for reasons we stated in that first half. And now it means that defense will have to get down towards lower. Currently have no one there at all. Daps can just watch the rotations from the vent, as Chad already stated that now the avenues of approach have to be from the ramp itself, and no one's drops.
Just as Cirque arrives, he can no longer contest, and they spread like a plague, immediately knowing that they can't be challenged from secret all around the yard. That smoke will fade, though, and Cirque thinks better of challenging.
Daps is still in the vent, though. Does Cirque forget about this?
Yeah, did they not call that the vent had been shot out and there was a lot of vision removed?
I mean, Stan was doing exactly this in the first half. This time, Daps does it better.
Well, this is looking very good for Gen.G. They've actually dissected the map in a very efficient way. Evil Geniuses can't seem to handle it. It's looking good for round number 14 on the board here. Evil Geniuses will have Tarek down towards lower alone, with 4 players accompanying him. It's actually 5 now. They'll get the double kill. The bomb goes down, but still, it's going to be looking very good for Gen.G here, as we now find ourselves with Breezy with just 4 points of foul. Picks up the AWP. But how does he even get close to this one? The door's shut. He needs to find 2 kills. Got the worst weapon for the job, and Bentech confirms it. 14-10, and the money is wrecked.
Yeah, pack it up. Let's get the tools in the back of the truck, boys. We'll head to the next job, because this one here is done. I don't see a way that EG playing like this have too much stake in the game right now.
How peculiar, though. 9-6 on the T half of Nuke.
Yeah, but the warning signs have already been painted for me,
yes,
right?
You definitely made that clear.
It's one of those situations where if it's in their head, it can easily crop on up, and the buy will come through. The Org's going to come out on stand right here, so this is the last stand.
Is that one of your lines?
No.
Last stand.
It would have been a good one.
It would have.
I'm not that clever.
Could have taken some credit for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not that clever.
So, they will buy up of what they can here. Tarek yet to invest in any grenades. Breezy going for the MP9. They quite frankly need this one. They have posted 1 round on their CT side, and that was round number 21. Everything else has landed in favor of Gen.G after getting nothing really done on their CT side themselves. So it all leads here. Automatic, 22 kills, all towards outside. Looks at main entrance for now for anyone creeping up, trying to get aggressive. Denies any prospect of that. God, we haven't really seen much from EG at all here. Another difficult setup for them.
I don't know if they... Look, I don't remember EG comebacks. You guys remember EG comebacks?
I really don't.
It's not their specialty.
It's dominance, or it's... I'm sorry, this doesn't normally happen.
Yeah, they don't feel like a team to me who can fight back into a game. I don't know if they even have the mental constitution for it. They can win a game off momentum and really just putting their pedal to the metal. That's great from Stan. That's an opening. They know they've lost ladder base. Cirque's seen it, almost trying to kill each other there if they can.
Well, it looks like they've managed to stabilize. We will see the UMP swing out, lands a few bullets there towards Bentet. Daps, though, having control, trying to make his way up towards heaven if possible. Tarek beneath him, and he's going to spot it. That's going to be a nice little kill to pick up there. Money in the bag. And now a 4-on-2. Bentel low, Coosed up. Actually, a very good performance in the second half. 18 kills now. Walks out a squeaky door, and he will be greeted by Ethan. Can't get the shot. Nice work from Ethan there, and that's going to guarantee surely the 11th.
Looks like our second CT round has been found for EG Gang. Ethan, same angle, same result. Yeah, he'll take an AK for his troubles. And that's important for EG. They stand their ground. It is going to break the, not necessarily all of the banks, but Slom and Daps are on peanuts.
That's pretty massive for EG because now they have 3 AK-47s. They did MP9 and UMP in that round. They've got the AWP out as well. Money's okay. So if ever they were going to come online, this would be the chance to. They've got everything they need.
If I'm Gen.G, I'm 100% buying. I've won more low buy rounds in this series probably than gun rounds. And if you do the secret smokes again, we've seen how hard it is for EG to deal with that when they lose lower control, right? Daps gets in the vent. We've seen that happen. I think Tim might be giving his best shot. It actually just wants to get the pick. Cirque's going to open up the account here. So the approach not to be going back to what worked. Daps wanting to try a different trick. And now with that gap, ooh, he's lucky to get away.
Yeah, he wanted to smoke on top of the Molotov. It faded before he could plume. And so it just looks like a slightly awkward and relatively useless smoke. They head towards outside. They've got 4 smoke grenades. I don't know how that works. I thought I just watched Daps throw it. Must have stolen Tim's in the process. And so it's time. Now, I've been struggling with this one. There it is. Bentet gets the close outside and stands ready and waiting on secret.
Let's have a look. Make sure there's no gaps. That looks pretty good to me. But that's the majority of the utility invested, and they haven't gone towards secret. Stanislaw confirmed that, so a nice adjustment here. They have control of secret, which has eluded them before.
Yeah, you know, you were talking about how much room they were giving them. Some just messing around, walking around. This time, though, Ethan biding his time. Here they come, back and forth. Breezy swinging out on the site, needs that one, and he gets it cleanly. Daps down to 17, finished by Stan. EG, they string together 2 on the defense. Maybe not all sunshine and rainbows for Gen.G after all.
I think it's just that one adjustment there towards secret. That's a massive, massive feather in their cap. The fact that Stanislaw can actually have some control down there now and are walking with 3 players and then 5, that means they have a lot more control generally speaking here. Cirque with the opening kill as well. Not letting them dive down the vents also been another massive problem. So they've managed to make those adjustments. It's looking much better with the AK-47s picked up as well. And it should be an eco here, which it is. Gen.G will just have Glocks, 1 Desert Eagle, couple of flashes, try and get the bomb down if possible. Bit of a throwaway round really on Nuke. Shouldn't be anything to write home about here for Evil Geniuses, unless Cirque keeps that up. 3 for 3 as he's on for the ace.
Damn, love that second shot real quick. And Tarek's got Som down, and that's the round. Nice. Not too much to waste our time, not too much talking about pulling CT utility out of them like teeth as we watch people sit in lobby for 60 seconds.
And the loss bonus is pretty low here, Alex. They actually had $1,900 going into this round. So this is going to be a little bit tight. I think they've got about 4,000 per player. So we'll check that out. Nice work from Cirque for sure. Let's have a look at the overall buy. Yeah, so $4,000 pretty much on the nose if you're looking at the average. Kusta brings it right down with his 36. So do they want to take another partial here and look for the bigger picture play, or pick your poison now and actually go for a full investment of a lack of utility, just AK-47s? I would say the former is the more promising option for them. It does allow EG to build up a massive amount of cash and potentially take this to overtime, no problem.
And here's what's on the line, ladies and gentlemen. If EG win right now against Gen.G and 100 Thieves are able to take down Cloud9, EG can finish 3rd. Right now over there on that B-stream game, 100 Thieves versus Cloud9 on Vertigo. It's very, very tight, 10-9 in favor of the Thieves. So this one here, it's not done and dusted just yet, but such an important round here for Gen.G.
So they fully invested, and once again, Stanislaw taking matters into his own hands, making sure Secret's not going to be an issue for them. AKs across the board, which is fine.
Third map looking intense over there.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Cloud9, 100 Thieves, 9-10. The scoreline over there. Vertigo is the decider, and EG.
That's only the second map. There's still 1 to go, Alex.
Is it?
Yeah, only the second map right now.
It looks like Cloud9 and 100 Thieves have got a map each. Damn it. Thought my eagle eyes had worked wonders again. Still, Stanislaw's waiting it out, and holding a line like this, it feels very archaic, but...
Yeah, but Daps, will he be aware of it? It's a very awkward angle to flush out. You have to commit to it and be checking it. If you just walk out, and you can, like Daps says, he could find himself in hot water momentarily. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's turn the X-rate off. Let's see if it comes in. Stanislaw will be touched by the flames, so they didn't hear it at least. Oh, it's actually really well played. The fact he survived this one, he'd either be knife out and dying in the flames right now. The fact he stayed there, they're going to have no idea. Beautiful.
Yeah, if he gets his timing right now, as soon as there's some contact main, he can hear Som stampeding like an elephant towards the warehouse position.
He can unscope that one as well as by drawing his knife, so he's not committed to the Orc scope up. Gen.G are going to be committed towards upper, I'd say. 25 seconds. The timing couldn't be any worse for Dabs there. And will be replied by Som. And Automatic will find some access as well, but Tarek keeps Evil Geniuses in it for now in more ways than one. There's a couple of kills posted. 10 seconds remain. Bente will get the first kill, but he can't finish the job. He had the bomb on his back as well. That would have been enough. And it's going to be 14-14. Remember that loss bonus we talked about, Alex? $3,000 now per player. They're going to have to partial buy and look to take us to overtime.
We've had so many close rounds here. You think about within the early stages of just this second half, EG were constantly leaving Gen.G with just one player surviving.
Cirque missed shot?
Yeah, they were getting away with these rounds here, Gen.G, but now EG, they've finally been able to turn things on their head. What's this, 4 on the trot here? There is a chance. You know, I said they weren't known for comebacks, but they're making this one look possible.
So they've gone for a full investment on Dabs. He's focused on the utility here. They've gone for a partial buy, generally speaking, though. That's okay. Dabs having a Tech-9 or a Deagle isn't the end of the world in the next round, but can they make anything of this? It's going to be Desert Eagles. 3 smokes, flashbangs available, and EG, these are the rounds they could give up. There's a lot of pressure now, and it means the Gen.G players will be a lot looser. They're not going to be running an execution here. They're going to be trying to find any sort of opportunities they can and just capitalize on them. Dabs to the smoke. I'm not sure that good. I can only guess main. It'll bounce off the skyline landed main entrance, but I don't know for sure. There's so many different smokes,
committed to finding out the answer to this. There it is. Thank you. Rush is going to obviously follow it for us. And oh, never mind. He's even got a... Oh, it's a fun one. Right for the vent drop.
That's really cool.
That's real nice. Look at that. Thrown from T-spawn. Perfect smoke for the vent dive. And 3 of them can worm their way down. Loud as you like. It could be the bomb plant.
Oof, they got the smoke to do so.
Should be the bomb plant. Oosh, that's a lot of damage. And there's more where that came from. A Molotov behind the site will corral them back into deep. Som had a real chance onto Tarek there, but unfortunately he's lost his life, leaves just 2. An armored Bentet is their best bet. Oof, what a shot. Automatic.
Yeah, but they know exactly where he is now. The bomb will be defused, he'll be taken down, and it is going to be EG with series point. They have brought this game back from the death there. It was looking woeful for them. They do manage to find 5 rounds in a row, and we go into round number 30 here. The best Gen.G can hope for is overtime. And they will have a decent buy to do so. That bomb plant guarantees that, but they've got 1 life left.
So what was working for Gen.G before? When they were able to get secret control, right, they were able to walk on down and they were able to make things much trickier for that EG roster. Also, when Dabs got down the vent with the MAC-10, they were able to find some success there. So let's see if Gen.G decide to go back to one of the things that was working in the previous rounds, or if we're going to be going to overtime where we get 10K MR3.
Well, he might rush ramp again. We saw it work incredibly well before, and indeed they will. Tarek spots a few of them, drops the incendiary, but they can fly through that if they want to. Ramp control has been granted. This is for overtime. So Gen.G have done a good job so far. They keep throwing this ramp rush in when they've conditions outside enough and they've shown enough presence. That's a nice call. If you think about it, Stanislaw now really focusing towards Secret. They're getting players down towards the vent, making sure that can't actually happen. So ramp is going to be vulnerable. And it's been spotted by Gen.G just in the nick of time.
And then they go back to lobby. They think CT is going to be clearing that one out and aware that ramp's been lost. Very slow pace to Gen.G here. Plenty of time to manufacture a round win. Daps descending to the lower site now. Bombs on Som. Couple of shots. Stan does tag up Daps, but it's going to be a top site hit. It's looking pretty convincing for a lower site, and now Breezy's gone. A single frag from Kusta, 1 from Automatic, and overtime looks like it's black and white, completely and totally locked out.
Yeah, you will be dead on there. It's going to be Tarek left in a 5 versus 1. Not really much to do about this one, but still, they've got overtime. They remain on the CT side, so bear that in mind. So it's still an advantage now. On their pick, they'll start on the CT side. It is going to be MR3 10K. This is the major system, so we don't have the 16K. So double orbs, if you do want to bring them out, not that I think they will, can be an issue, but it shouldn't be too much to talk about here on Nuke.
I don't even like Cirque buying his own AWP here, you know? In these kind of situations, I like it when the AWP player gets dropped one across by normally the in-game leader or one of their more supportive elements, because that could hemorrhage the bank very quickly. You can see no diffuse kits on Ethan or Cirque right now. That's totally okay. You need to spread that cash over these 3 rounds if you will be losing. Now, the fast-paced stuff from Gen.G, it's been working nice. They can snowball some territory, they can set themselves up, and they are hitting shots here. So let's see how this one pans on out. If we're going with a quick or a slow start. Looks like just the posturing towards Yard. AWP on automatic. Can't find anybody sneaking through the smokes aggressively here. Stan will be passive with that AUG. Not in his cubby towards Secret. Daps has had a pretty good game, hasn't he? 19 kills to his name.
Yeah, he's looked very good here on Nuke, and he's won plenty of clutches as well.
Yeah.
Bear that in mind. He was influential in actually getting them anything in that first half. A couple of 1v1s going in his favor. We are going to see the outside smoke support it. Evil Geniuses, a really disappointing start on their CT campaign, but they brought it right back to life there in the final few rounds. Number 30 did elude them, but still, they'll be comfortable with this. First round will be very indicative as to which way this one is going. Molotov now towards the hut. Daps to deploy. His teammates ready and waiting. They've still got a minute, but it looks like they're postured and ready to go. Just waiting for any sort of outside aggression having the CTs, but they're not there. But Daps, not 100% sure. Just wants to put the brakes on for a second. Molotov deployed now. And first kill for Ethan. He gets a double just before he's burned to a crisp.
Oh, Breezy struggled with Kusta's duel last time, and he continues to be a thorn in his side. Tarek will relieve some of that pressure, but now all onto automatic. He realizes he needs the AK for this one, and from behind, Stan will strike a slight gap in the smoke. He's going to get the AWP as well for Cirque, so no issues on that rebuy that you were addressing. EG take the first of overtime. Yeah,
they absolutely do. And they'll recover the AWP, of course, the AUG for Stanislaw, and we'll get into round number 2, Gen.G. We'll go for AK-47s again, automatic. Actually, feeling the burn a bit more. He's got $550 here. As we'll see now, Evil Geniuses, will they go for the same position as Stanislaw? He's been focusing towards Secret, but bear in mind they've been finding a lot of disappointment towards the ramp area every time the Gen.G rush it. Flashes towards outside though, very quick towards main. Tarek opens things up, that's automatic. Removed from the equation now. And we do have Bentet towards Garage. 20 kills, a much better performance this time around on Nuke. Must have been putting the hours in, but they've lost this initial kill, and Bentet makes up for it.
Wow, huge scalp, equalizing as well from Bentet.
They're already lower.
Planting the bomb, no less. Ethan, however, catching Kusta with a passive line. They're going for the retake. They got kits all abundance, and they've got utility to spare. Som behind that site. I expect a Molotov to be coming his way in seconds. Could get spicy. It does still feel like a Gen.G advantage, though. They're biding their time.
Yeah, I tend to agree with the bomb down. Acts as an extra man here as well, but the incendiary certainly does, and we're going to have Som now forced to commit. The flames, they don't touch him, actually. They're above him, so he's using a bit of a guise here, but still it will be Breezy to find him. It's going to be Daps to try and smoke out the bomb. They got to get on it. They got to get on it. It's ticking away at some pace here. Daps will find one. He's just going to spray the diffuser. But through the door, he gets him. It's a clothesline from hell, and they defuse the bomb with milliseconds to spare. EG go up 2-0, but the bomb planted doesn't able to buy once more, but still, that was right down to the wire, boys.
Look, we've been setting the story if EG win, what it means for the EG camp, but let me tell you what it means for Gen.G if they lose this one right here. If Gen.G drop this game to Evil Geniuses and 100 Thieves, who are now 13-11 up against Cloud9 on that B stream, they close that one out, Gen.G will finish 4th. They were in a position today to finish 1st, and now they're only 2 rounds away.
Top 3 for NA, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's a whole lot is the better way, more broadcast-friendly term to use. There's a whole lot on the line. 17-15. Gen.G, they've managed to make EG's map pick look like theirs. But in overtime, EG have a spotless record so far. Can they finish with the clean 3-0? It's time to find out.
Gen.G, AK-47s once again. Money very low for automatic. He has no grenades to speak of here. They need at least one before closing out this half. The 3-0, I'm not sure they could recover from.
Oh, knife Daps in spawn.
Don't want that, just for the reason I just stated. This is a very important round.
Very important.
Let's not be stabbing each other. But for now, it's fine. It does enable Daps, though, to be one-tapped with the M4 now. Luckily, they've got AK-47s, primarily on the CT side.
Can Stan really run from spawn and get into that secret spot?
If he smokes himself,
If he smokes himself, okay.
Smoked and flash over the top, absolutely.
He beats him to it, that's nice. No faffing around, ramp, breaking glass, running through stairs, and okay, equalizer straight out from Tarek. He's got to find Kusa as well, and he has. This is perfect from EG. A 4 versus 2.
You'd think this was looking excellent, but Breezy has maybe overstepped the mark here. And so will Stanislaw. Som We'll bring them right back to a 2-on-2. They might have fluffed the lines here, Alex.
No.
He's pushed, if they lose this round because he pushed T-Spawn because he got a bit ahead of himself.
Why was he pushing T-Spawn with a minute left?
Honestly, I feel like he thought the round was over, but it's certainly not. It's going to be Tarek now in a 2 versus 1. This is a 4-on-2, and this is what happens. You take your eye off the ball for a split second.
It's almost so visible with EG when they feel like the round's already over.
Like, what are they doing there? Let's be honest. Like, why are you pushing towards T-Spawn? Like, you're not trying to shut down their economy. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, good question. Do you want to play another map?
Yeah, that's very odd. Like each their own. It doesn't bother me. That's what he wants to do. Fair enough. But it just seemed like they had that one under lock and key. There was no way to lose it unless you push T-Spawn where they're working out on
Daps was
adjusting.
legit at the T entrance. Or exit of spawn, I should say.
Well,
Let's see
this
this
is
again.
the play. So there's a 4-on-2 currently. You've got the bomb in your reman. You've pushed towards T-Spawn to let them back in the round there. It's got to come back and horn to get this map up, but still, it's a second half, and EG looking to go much quicker here. They get down the vents. It's been a massive point of contention, I have to say. Everyone's been successful in getting down there. No one's really been dropped.
Yeah, it's been Orpa's trying to contain it. You saw Cirque trying, Automatic just tried, but it's not the best weapon for the job. Looks like Stanislaw was wing clipped, but he gets down all the same, and we've talked about just how much pressure that will now put on the Gen.G resources. They've rotated 2 players down lower. Automatic and Som floating around the ramp descent. Som on site. Breezy, he's walking into ramp with nobody home. Wait.
So Automatic looking good though. Here's aware they're down towards lower, but Breezy's had a couple of missteps in the last couple of rounds. Hit that full spray, doesn't connect at all. And Automatic, he looks good for another kill here. 5 versus 3. Someone remove a low HP Cirque. Tarek staying alive for now, but look how low they are. There's going to be nothing to speak of here. How did they even get the bomb down?
I don't know what they can do with this. 29 points of health between the evil geniuses.
I think this is going to third, boys.
Certainly feels it that way.
This is an impossible round to win with this low HP. The time on the clock, the best thing that they can do is take these guns away from the CTs. They did plenty of that on the other half, and well, out through the smoke they go. They will get the trade.
Oh.
2 big frags, but the HP, it's still a worry, and you can see this, they're dropping on in. Automatic can get it done with the USP, and now Stan on the site. Only 17 kills to his name. Finds the kill, but immediately traded, and Daps, he's stepping up in a big way right now.
1 versus X's? He must have 3 or 4.
No, we're going to have to check it out.
I'll have a look now.
Chad's going to have a look. So yeah, he really has had quite a lot of clutches here. You can see he's enjoying himself out there, collecting all the bits and pieces. The lovely jubblies as they'll get the defuse in as well. And it is going to be 17-17. We've tied it all up once again.
That'll be his 3rd, and for the team, they have a total of 5. So those close rounds that we had in the early stages of the second half are where, you know, there's only one individual surviving of those Gen.G players.
So 75% of Gen.G's clutches have been from Daps.
It's not bad.
On Nuke.
Yeah, he's definitely been able to convert a couple of key situations here, even has 25 kills to his name. Has ADR, which is currently sitting at 70-ish.
So then, Stanislaw trying to avoid map points here. On the CT side, you'd give the favor towards Gen.G. Automatic has looked fantastic. 30 kills in regulation. Managing to show us what he's made of, and Cirque will be Molotov off. The Rampram has had a lot of attention the last few rounds in both teams. Looking to see who'll post map point first here. Evil Geniuses making their way through, and it's going to be a missed shot from Automatic.
Now what's his move? He knows he's going to get pushed. Breezy's had a couple of missteps, and so does not want to make the same mistake this time.
Yeah, you're dead on there, Alex.
Jumping down.
Oof.
They have no idea that Stan's here. You look at them outside, they're running around like this is not a thing. Stan's got full ladder access.
That's such a good point. Som still thinks they could actually be going from the actual T boxes.
How
so
do
they
you
have
get
no
past
idea.
them?
I have no idea.
This should be the round. But Bented's looking at it. Oh, and he's given his position up there. This is not as clean as Stan would like now. We'll throw the flashbang out, but Daps, good adjustment. Gets himself in the heart. Can't get the double kill, but he slowed them down, that's for sure. Automatic, that's amazing. Is it going to be enough, though? Cirque the missed shot gives him another access into the round. Stanislaw, though, he doesn't want to swing on this. He's going to go down for sure. And we've got 29 seconds remaining. Ethan making his way up towards the vent here. Molotov doesn't land. Oh, this happens to me every time. I hate that.
Oh, that screwed the pooch so hard. Now they can't choose a safe spot to plant. There is not one. 15 seconds. And in front, they stand. It's a 1v1. Onto Ethan. They know Kusta could be coming from above, but with 8 seconds, he takes the duel. Kusta wins out, and it's a huge victory for Gen.G.
Another 1vx situation going in their favor here.
That's such a good point. There's been so many 1v1s. They've all gone in favor of Gen.G, it feels like, and this could be enough now. They've got map point. And with the final tactical timeout coming in from EG here, look at this shot from Automatic. Quick as you like, takes down Tarek just before he's found as well. And Kusta wins out in the 1 versus 1. Final rounds here of overtime. Looking for the double will be Evil Geniuses. Just one more round though from Gen.G will take us to the third of Dust 2. And that's going to be one hell of a map. The skill we got on the server right now, with Gen.G looking much better, that could be absolutely epic. Final round, potentially, of Nuke coming up. So we'll see Ethan invest in the Galil. Sark, I assume he has a gun on the floor because he currently has block and armor, and Breeze will have to invest for himself.
Okay, so I expect there's more.
Oh, it's good. Give the AK-47 Stan and Tarek to Breeze and Ethan, please.
Good point. I agree.
You're just not as good as they are. Just give them the AKs.
All right. Got last round. First overtime, second map, final series. Lot at stake in the next minute and 40 seconds, so don't hold your breath. This one could be a long one. People outside, just on either side of the smokes separating them. A flash could be the cube. Kusta chooses otherwise.
Kusta looking to take him to Nuke, or to Dust 2, I should say, from Nuke. And there's a lot of tension right now. Much slower approach here from EG. They successfully get 4 players down at Secret, but they just don't have many resources here. You see, got flashes and 1 smoke. That is it. A Molotov to boot, but in terms of CT presence are lower. No one's there, so that's something here for EG. But can they maintain it?
Automatics in a perfect spot. But he calls nothing down low. I think they're realizing now it's a little too fishy as they cross over. Perfect incendiary will force a reposition for that plant. If he just banged him through the smoke, I would squeal. But he does not. And so in a successful plant and an escape, we could have that 5v5 retake.
How do they retake this?
I don't really know, but Som's position is filling me with some confidence. He's already on the site.
Look how much room they've been given.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. There isn't a single smoke on the CTs, so that defuse gets really awkward. And Tarek has no idea what's going on. Circle trade, Kusta's on it. They'll swing the door of Decon open, but the frags are all favoring Gen.G. Oh, that molly. Oh, no! He could have won them the game, and he's missed the shot. We're going to Dust 2. Stanislaus molly was about to take us to a second overtime, but he's whiffed it.